Hey ladies, I have another devotion for you, but this one comes in the form of a letter to the editor that I wrote. And this one sort of ties Christianity and economics together. How's that? And I title it Terminal. It's never been a great task having to tell people that America is headed for an economic collapse, the likes of which will make even the Great Depression of the 30s look like romper room. But as of the writing of this letter, we are now a full $23 trillion in Treasury debt. And the overnight repo bailouts that I talked about over a month ago are still ongoing. What began as a temporary action by the Fed has been extended through early next year and expanded to the tune of up to $130 billion per night. On top of this, the Fed has now once again, as of October, launched $60 billion of monthly QE or monopoly money printing to purchase federal government treasury debt. So what we have now are two Fed QE programs at the same time. One that bails out the larger banks because they are no longer truly solvent, and the other that purchases federal treasuries because they can no longer truly be sold, with both of these programs most likely being permanent now. And I guess this is what brings me really to the true subject of this letter, which is that our churches need to wake up, if they have not done so already, and begin to prepare their people for what is coming. I understand that this will not be a popular message, as most individuals are looking for uplifting and positive communication on Sundays, and such action may not grow one's congregation. Nevertheless, though, I do believe it to be essential. Paul tells us to be prepared to preach the word both in and out of season, and the out of season time is fast approaching. The big question, I suppose, is how churches are to prepare their congregations for what is coming, and I'm not altogether sure. I suppose the greatest preparation, at least in the beginning, will be that we become a praying people like we have never been before, and as a result, a God-seeking and discerning people. In addition, I feel that it may be imperative that churches build networks to help one another, thereby breaking down some of the barriers that divide them. The sanity for the community and the country will most likely fall upon the churches, as will the care for the homeless and downcast. The difference, I presume, is that such individuals will most likely make up the majority of the population, or a good chunk of it. Again, for those who have the stomach, I feel that what we face as a country is a terminal condition, whereby a financial collapse is in our future, together with the likely possibility of a major change in our way of life. What we do not know is when this collapse will occur, but the signs for it are all around and have accelerated. Don't be sidetracked by the artificial stock market highs or the congressional attempt to impeach the president, as both of these are mere sideshows to distract you from what is really coming and from what you should really be preparing for, because in the end, this event will overshadow everything else when it arrives. It will make atheists of some and believers of others, but one thing it is sure to do for all of us is to change us forever as a people and a nation. Well, there it is, ladies. God bless you both.